Hey, happy day. So it came into my frame of reference recently um, that in order to uh, lower three chakras, energy, intented, focused attention, and the realm that appeals to men, that speaks to those lower energies, would be to appease a man's ego and to build it. For a woman, it would be through flattery of attention and flattery, telling her how desirable she is. And uh, when so what happens is, when you create this fantasy romance novel, that will win any woman over. And the con to that is that what happens is men often overpromise, and women, we buy into that, and then we are left wondering when all those promises, overpromised, are underdelivered. um, it creates a very unsafe space. It's uncertain, and it leaves women floundering and in a wounded trauma space. So I had an interaction recently that brought this into my awareness of how important it is to be really honest with about who you are. And sometimes it is challenging because we don't always know who we are. We're learning. And that's kind of your personal work, is to get to know yourself as much as possible, know thyself. So the more you're able to say to someone, I am this, and I'm these are my weaknesses, these are my strengths, the more, and the more each party in any relationship or engagement, interpersonal engagement, the more each individual can be honest and vulnerable and authentic in their communications, the easier that engagement would be. So, yes, please be aware not to oversell yourself when you're trying to impress someone. You ought to be impressive as a byproduct. If you feel the need to impress someone, it means you feel unimpressive. And if you need to promise a lot of things so it's better to underplay your strengths and your, yeah, because um the more humble we are about our capabilities, abilities, and who we are, the more allowance we give for fucking up when we do, which is completely normal. But I feel like if we need to, I know I have made this mistake, and I could explain it in another video that has to do with childhood traumas and healing the inner child. So my patterning is, um, yeah, kicks in too. I'm human having an experience. Um, so if we feel the need to impress others, it means we feel unimpressed with ourselves. And the more we need to prove to others who or what we are, um, we often oversell in that instance, when really, if we underplayed, it means that there's a lot more tolerance for others about when we fail to deliver. And I am thinking in terms of romantic relationships, love relationships. However, the same thing can apply to platonic or all relationships, all engagements, friendships, business, clients, customers, family. There, if we're really honest about who we are and our failings, people will know how and where to meet us where we're at. And then we are able to do that to others. We can use our strengths to play to their weaknesses. So let's just keep it real, especially out there in the dating world. Let's be real about what's going on in our lives. Let's not mislead people when we're not available. Let's not make them believe we're available. I know the ego loves to be flattered, so we love to keep that door open. However, it's prudent and it's always best to express your lack of interest in someone when you're not interested. Um, yeah, simple. Everyone gets to say, I like you, and or I don't like you, and the other person gets to respond, I like you, or I don't like you. And if there's, like you in a that way, then really we ought to be, it's only when I like you and you like me that it's going to work. It doesn't work any other way. So uh, let's play nice. Let's be kind and caring, and let's make dating a thing. Let's make romance a thing. I'd love to see that. Let's get excited about dating and romance. Everybody, whether you're married, single, anybody, let's have some fun out there. Happy day. Namaste. In Lakesh.